So why would business owners want to partner with you? Well, it's an easy question to answer. You first have to learn, what do business owners actually want? And in this video, as part of the Consulting for Equity training series, we're going to dive into exactly that. What do business owners actually want, and why would they want to partner with you on a Consulting for Equity deal?
Beyond your paycheck, it's surges of cash that you can use to grow your net worth and feed your investments.
Hey, I'm Chris, the Intentional Investor. Welcome back to the Consulting for Equity training series, where I'm going to walk you through how you can get equity in somebody else's business by just plugging in what you do already day to day into their business. And instead of working with them as an employee or a contractor or a consultant, you can actually be their partner. What do you think, Mr. Bobblehead Chris? He agrees. Let's keep going. So you've probably seen by now, I have a podcast. It's called Surges of Income Podcast, where I bring people on just like you. And not only do I just interview them, but I actually mentor you live on YouTube, on my podcast. And I talk to investors and marketers and business owners and people looking to get into business acquisitions and people in our Dealmaker Protege group with Dealmaker Wealth Society, our partnership with Carl Allen, and just help them go through the things that they're going through, but specifically relating it to how to get surges of income. Just in case you are new to the channel, surges of income is money coming in large amounts at a time from a sale of a business, from profit distributions from a business, from a sale of a real estate property, residential or commercial, or from product launches or large events, where you can make tons of money all at one time, completely separate from your monthly recurring income that's already allocated to your life expenses, and that's eating up by inflation in your monthly bills. So this powerful series on Consulting for Equity can really change the way that you look at business acquisitions, and another tool in your tool belt to start getting more surges of income. Profit distributions from businesses that you own can really feed your net worth and really feed your investments. That's what I do constantly. Every time I get a profit distribution from any of my companies, I almost always put it right into real estate, where it can continue to grow and one day completely outpace my income. And that's the goal of taking surges of income, helping it feed your net worth while you continue to grow as a person, grow your skill sets, and allow you to have the ability to retire whenever you'd like and live the life of your dreams. Today, we're going to be talking about why would business owners want to partner with you, and more specifically, what do business owners want and what do you have to offer them? But before you watch this video, just in case you haven't seen video 1 of this series, go back and watch that first, where I talk about what Consulting for Equity actually is and the 4 different main options of how you could actually do this right now where you are in life. So if you haven't watched that yet, go back and watch it. So let's talk about, what do business owners actually want? And this is so vital. If you don't understand this, literally you have nothing to offer. Nothing to offer. There's no reason anyone's ever going to want to partner with you. And you've got to understand this list. And there's probably things outside this list as well, but from all my years in business and all the conversations I've had with people who are looking to sell their business or business owners that need help, this is what they want. Number 1, they want more money. They want more revenue. They want to increase revenue. They want more sales. Number 2, they want more profit, or they just want to increase their profit margins, even being able to make more money take home with the same amount of revenue by becoming more profitable. Number 3, they're looking to relieve stress. There's so many business owners where money's not the most important thing to them, but they're stressed out, they're burnt out, and they need someone else to help them. Number 4, sometimes business owners just want to get past maybe a plateau they are at in their business, and they want to get the business to the next level. And often a lot of them are humble enough to say, I know I can't get it there on my own. I can't continue forward. And you won't believe it, but a lot of these business owners truly believe that their businesses deserve to go to the next level, even if they have to bring outside help or they have to pass it on to somebody else to get it there. Sometimes business owners just want more time to themselves. Going back to the last video I did, I talked about how business owners sometimes have plenty of money, but they're really stressed out and they're working way too hard, up to 60, 70, 80 hours a week. Being able to give business owners what they want, a lot of time, is just giving them their time back. Another option for business owners and what they want is they just want to spread out the risk. Sometimes businesses get too big for them and they start to get a little nervous, like, wow, this got a lot bigger than I thought it would get. And it's kind of making me nervous. I feel like I'm in too high of a risk position. And I know that may not relate to all of you watching this, but this is absolutely true. I talk to business owners all the time that somehow the business did so much better than they were thinking about, and they're actually afraid of how big it's getting because they're getting in way too much debt, or they have way too much exposure to the wealth that they've already created. So sometimes spreading out the risk is actually something they're really interested in doing. I know for myself, being in part of 12 businesses at the moment. Sometimes that changes as we exit and we buy new ones. 12 at the moment. I'm not by myself in any one of the businesses. I have partners in every single business besides my one main pass-through. And part of that is because it's risk. If something happens, the business gets sued, the business shuts down, I don't want to be the only one sitting there holding the bag. And a lot of business owners definitely feel the same way. The next thing business owners want is they want to sometimes expand into new markets, whether that is a new geographic area or whether it's into a new industry. And often if you have connections or skill sets, you can actually plug into what you do and help them expand into a new business. Imagine you've already done that before. You've taken 2 or 3 businesses, you've helped transition to a new market, a new industry, or a new geographic location, or even working and expanding the number of locations they have. You have so much value for that business owner. Another thing they may be looking to do is expand their product or their service offering. There's so much money on the table on almost every business if you understand that. And if you go back, go search my channel, find a video I did on 3 ways to make more money in your business without acquiring any new customers. We talk about that. We talk about the 3 ways to make money in any business without having to acquire new customers. Really is get people to spend money more often, get people to spend more money each time they spend, and then that third one is how to get new customers. But there's so many people that if they could get their lifetime customer value up, expand their product and service offering using your skills, your connections, and your knowledge, they'd love to partner with you to help take them to the next level. And remember, you only pay to acquire a customer one time. So it's a very powerful thing that lots of business owners need. And the last thing that I find that business owners often want is they just want to hand off responsibilities. So many of them feel overwhelmed. They're wearing so many different hats. They're doing all these different jobs inside the business, and they just want to hand off some responsibilities. Just like getting their time back, they want to have less stress. They want to have more time, and they want to feel like they're not in charge of everything. They want to be able to put people and processes in place so that thing they never have to touch again, and you could easily plug yourself in, become their partner instead of an employee, a contractor, or a consultant, and take that role on for them. Let them hand off those responsibilities and let the seller feel very, very liberated. People come to me all the time offering me consulting for equity deals. And that's because I've trained people to offer me equity. I don't have people come to me and say, Chris, will you come work for me? Will you come work for my company? What are your hourly rates for consulting? But instead, I've trained people to offer me equity. And this is an entire video series on consulting for equity. We did the first video on what is consulting for equity. The video we're watching now is about why would business owners want to partner with you, and really understanding what business owners actually want. And then we're going to talk about this in a future video around how to train people to offer you equity. When you really know you're getting to the next level, you can train people to only offer you equity, and it's going to completely change the game. So when people come to me now, they actually offer me equity, and I can't wait to teach you that same superpower. So keep watching this series. I promise to keep bringing the heat. This entire Consulting for Equity training series is based off of what we're teaching right now to all of our proteges in Dealmaker Wealth Society, and over 30% of them are actively looking for consulting for equity deals. And like we talked about in the last video, different ways to do consulting for equity, almost every deal you come across could potentially be a consulting for equity option, where you could do one of the 4 different options I told you about in that video. You can always go watch that as a refresher, but stay tuned in the next video because I'm going to tell you what you need to do before you start pursuing these type of consulting for equity deals. It's very important, and I take this very seriously. So I've got a question for you. Thinking about what you just learned in this video, go back and think about conversations you've had with business owners in the past. Was there an opportunity to open the door for a consulting for equity conversation and you completely missed it because you just weren't aware that it was even an option? I'm telling you, perspective and understanding things are possible is a huge part of your future. Just opening your mind, expanding your horizons, and understanding that it's literally possible to talk to business owners, help them solve problems in their business, and become their partner and have equity in their business for doing so. Think about the conversations you've had in the past, and do me a favor, comment below and let me know. Have you had conversations with business owners in the past that could have easily gone this direction, but you just didn't know what you didn't know? I'd love to hear from you.